Good morning. Welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. Beth Carta-Dolan is here from Joseph's Spaghetti Shed. Beth, how are you today?
I'm good, Rob. How you doing?
I am very well. How's the start of your winter season?
It's been good. Having snow is nice.
It is.
Yeah,
It's funny. You forget how much we like having snow on the ground.
The plowing bills, everybody's not going to be happy when they open that envelope, but they are going to be happy because the people are here, and the people are happy because we have snow. So
absolutely.
Yeah, good Christmas week, and hopefully we're gearing up for a good winter here in the valley.
Absolutely. So let's give the unindoctrinated a quick little rundown of what Joseph's Spaghetti Shed is all about.
Well, we are very family friendly. We've been around for a long time. We're moving into our 33rd year now, which is hard to believe because I'm only 25.
I know, it's amazing.
And I had a gentleman in the other night. We were talking about it, and he said, "Oh, I've never been here, never tried it. I'm happy to come in and try it." And I said, "Well, it's pretty much the same as it was when we started." And I have a philosophy of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
So we have a lot of the same things we had when we started, but we have added things to the menu too. We have some really great new menu items that people are trying and saying, "Oh, this is so awesome." Our chicken Carmela is new. We have a really great chicken piccata that's kind of different, made with spinach and artichoke and roasted red peppers with the lemon caper sauce, and I had it for dinner last night, so it's kind of fresh on my mind. But yeah, of course we have our great pizzas and lots of different out of the ordinary kind of things.
Yeah.
Greek shrimp pizza. Our Southwest pizza is really popular, and of course, your usuals too. So.
Absolutely. And of course, all of your stuff is freshly made there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the big factors. Yeah. And that's why the sauce is so phenomenal, and everything else that you have, because you're making it right there.
Yeah, we make all our sauces. And we bake the bread right there. I make all the desserts. I have fun doing that.
Yeah.
It's always fun creating something new. And yeah, we are always looking at our products, trying to make sure that we're using as much local as we can.
Right.
Of course, a lot of that's seasonal. It depends on the seasonal, but looking at better grades of beef, better grades of chicken, and at the same time trying to keep our pricing structure affordable.
Right.
Which is always a challenge, but
right. But of course, you're located in such a great spot. You're kind of out of town, maybe headed to Attitash or wherever you're going. It's like, well, there's Joseph's right there.
Right.
So very convenient. And you also have your great to-go, and not just the to-go, the prepare. How did you describe? You got a better way to describe it than me.
Our heat neat.
Heat neat, that was what it was. Heat neat.
We're working on building that. I'm kind of running into a little marketing roadblock because you don't want to have the fridge full and not having people come in to get it. So I'm doing a lot more with the freezer aspect of it right now. But I am trying to let people know that we have hopefully Super Bowl coming up for the Patriots. Cross our fingers. But we got a big game next weekend, and hopefully we'll be moving on to Super Bowl. I'm always available. Just give me a call to make lasagnas, meatballs if you want to have meatball subs, if you want to get cupcakes with little Patriots logos on them. Just shoot me an email or give me a call, and I can put that kind of stuff together for a party. And I am working on trying to have a refrigerator stocked so that people can just come in and get 10 meatballs, get a quarter sauce, and get some cooked spaghetti, take it home, and then just heat it up themselves. And then they have a quick dinner. Yeah. And again, people can call ahead for that and say, "Hey, are you going to be around? Can I swing in and pick this up?" Absolutely. If we don't have it in the fridge, we'll fix it up for you.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So you think about it. If you are, you're driving up here, you just drove for 2 hours, you hit Conway, you're like, I'm calling Joseph's because then it'll be ready. Then we go to
and we can do it. We can do it hot and ready, take out, or if you want to take it cold and heat it up at home, we can do that too.
But let's not sell short the atmosphere of going into Joseph's. And every time I go there, of course, there's always people I know, which is one of the things that I really like about it. And it's very comfortable in there. The decor, it's a classic old building.
Yeah, it is an old building, that's for sure. It was originally a sugar house, and we've done work on the inside to make it obviously a restaurant, but it's still wood.
Yeah.
It's still post and beam. It's still, there's lots of odds and ends of interesting things there to see.
Yep. Corners.
It's not marble and chrome, that's
Yeah.
for sure. But I don't want it to be marble and chrome.
No.
I like the atmosphere. And that's what most people say, oh, don't change it, don't change your thing. When I talked about doing work on the outside, a lot of people said, oh, don't do that, Like, well, we have to do a little work. But it's there's a definite atmosphere to it, and which is appropriate, I think, for the valley.
Right, absolutely. So lots of great opportunities there. And so you brought us some cupcakes this morning, Hans and I. You brought us some cupcakes, but Hans says you want me to eat one on all right, because you're expecting me to make a mess, aren't you, Hans? Hans likes it when I make a mess. When at least it's not poisonous fish like I got from the fish nerds that time.
Yeah. That one is Snickerdoodle.
Snickerdoodle.
Yeah.
What's that one?
That one's just a yellow cupcake. That's red velvet. That one's chocolate.
What's Snickerdoodle? I know what it is, but what is it?
It's like a Snickerdoodle cookie, so it's cinnamon.
We're gonna go with the Snickerdoodle, Hans. So I get this one, you don't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I have all kinds of different flavors and all the baking stuff. I actually have a bakery called the Sugarbaker Bakery, and I don't even have a sign for that. Everything I do is to order and by appointment, and I don't even advertise. It's all been word of mouth, and I have so much business. It's great. It's awesome. But I do wedding cakes and pies and cookies and but everything to order. So
Absolutely. Well, that's
Isn't that yummy?
Oh. That's crazy good. You missed out, Hans. I will not share. But yeah, you have all that stuff. I remember, the whoopie pies. I remember you made whoopie pies. But what I liked is one time you made mini whoopie pies.
Yeah.
So like mouth-biting whoopie pies.
Yeah.
Those were.
Yeah, and I do a ton of whoopie pies for weddings. A lot of what people are doing now for weddings, they'll have a cake that they cut, but they have dessert tables.
Yep.
And one of the things that they always want whoopie pies. And traditional whoopie pies, the chocolate with the marshmallow filling. But pumpkin whoopie pies, red velvet whoopie pies. I did lemon whoopie pies with lemon buttercream and raspberry.
Do you make a Snickerdoodle whoopie pie?
I can do a Snickerdoodle whoopie pie.
Because that's unbelievable, that Snickerdoodle cupcake.
Yep.
I think a Snickerdoodle whoopie pie.
Yeah.
Well, when you make them, you got to bring them in Hans and I.
Next time I come, Snickerdoodle whoopie pies all around. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, Beth, thanks so much for coming by. And so people, what are your hours, first off?
I'm open Thursday through Monday, 4:30 till between 8 and 9, depending on how busy it is. If it's pretty quiet, we'll close at 8. But normally we're open till 9. Definitely Friday, Saturday, open till 9. And then vacation weeks, we're open every night.
Great.
4:30 until 9. And then our Mondays, we do our Dine to Donates. And right now, I don't have a lot booked in January. I do have openings in January.
Great.
My February Monday night Dine to Donates are all booked. And then March, I have openings for the Dine to Donates. So my local nonprofits and school groups, anybody that's interested, they help to market the night. And the more people they bring, the better it is, because in the end, I donate 20% of the total sales for the night back to the nonprofit.
And that can be substantial. So that's, what a great thing. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
And I know everybody in the Valley appreciates that. And, so another great reason to go to Joseph's.
Yep.
So now coming up, of course, we've got Martin Luther King weekend. So that should be a busy weekend.
Yep. I think it will be. With all the snow we have, I think it's going to be really good. I think everybody's going to have a busy weekend and be very, very happy.
Excited. Absolutely. Well, Beth, thanks so much for coming by. Thanks for the cupcakes.
You're welcome.
And look, there's Hans. Which one did you get, Hans?
Red velvet.
Yep.